Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragalia Foundry, a fan channel where everything Dragalia Lost can be found. This video is going to be my look at the new raid event, Timeworn Torment. I've just logged in, I'm going to play this for the first time. We're going to go through the story together here today, and I will give you my impressions, let you know how I'm enjoying the event. I am playing this a little bit after reset, so thankfully the errors that were present around that time have now been fixed. I noticed that a lot of the story dialogue as well as the character names were being replaced with really funky strings, and it seemed like something had gone terribly wrong. It looks like it's been corrected. A lot of you may have noticed that, perhaps to your delight, perhaps to your chagrin, but if you want to experience the story as intended, it is now available. It's actually very cool that we get this raid, as it comes almost a year after Wukong first appeared back in the Echoes of Antiquity raid, where Xuanzang was our welfare character, and it was kind of about their relationship, him being the apprentice, and his corruption at the hands of a Chillin relic. And also his bond with Luca, I think, is something that people really loved about that, with them both being kind of like pranksters, and Luca almost being in a big brother role. So it has been a while since I played that event, so my memory is not super fresh, but we'll go along here and see what this new event is like, how much it relates to what happened in the past. One really cool thing to mention about Wukong is he comes as a 5-star adventurer. I believe that is a first for raid events, and perhaps it sets a new precedent. It's really nice because we can save resources. It means we no longer have to spend a ton of Eldwater to fully upgrade him. And not only that, there's this new item called Wukong's Convictions, which you can get up to 54 of by playing the event. And each one of these is going to unlock a mana node, or it's going to unlock the next circle in the mana circles. So there's a total of 54. You can basically use this to get a 50 node Wukong just by playing the event, meaning you're not going to have to spend Precious Eldwater or Champion's Testaments in order to max him out if you do so while the event is active. Afterward, he's going to have the normal way of enhancing his mana circles. So if you want to bring him to max nodes, you're basically able to do so at very little cost. I like this system, and they even introduced something called an event perk, where he's going to do more damage within the raid, which gives you kind of a nice incentive to bring him in. The only downside to this raid is there is no event-exclusive 5-star dragon, but at the rate those had kind of been power crept by things from the gacha, and to be frank, they always were. It's just that it's now easier to unbind stuff from the gacha. But those dragons are not as strong as they used to be, so I really don't mind that too much. It is a little sad because some of those dragons have become, you know, people's favorites or good companions, so maybe they'll bring them back for certain raids, but just not this one. But yeah, I think that's kind of an overview of some of the changes as far as the raid goes. Let's hop in here, and like I said, we're going to be seeing the story for the first time. The only thing I have open is the prologue, and that glitched out on me around reset, so hopefully we'll actually be able to read it this time. And I've turned off the voice here since we're probably going to be reading over a lot of it. Alright, we got the flying Nimbus. Oh, come on, you dumb flying cloud. The Halidum's right over there. We crashing. Slow day. Been a long time since I took watch. Hey, check it out, a shooting star. Wow, that's pretty. Hope it doesn't crash into us. Oh, they're laughing now, but look out! All right. What? What's going on? Are we under attack? Something fell out of the sky. Dang it. Guess I still gotta work on controlling the Jinzu Yun. Wukong, is that you? Luca, is that you? Hey, buddy! Love the bond. Rascal Rookie Sealer, Wukong. Good title for him. Oh man, it has been a while. What are you doing here? I heard you parted ways with Xuanzang and started training with another sealer? Yeah, that's all in the past. Now I'm a full-fledged rookie sealer, so I get to travel around and train on my own. I'm liking his outfit. Can we maybe get back to the part where you fell out of the sky? I bet you get carried away with one of them chillin' relic thingies, yeah? I did not get carried away. Just don't tell my master about this, okay? Ah, good to see you haven't changed. So what did you come here for anyway? Are you looking for Xuanzang? Oh, yeah, where is she? She left a little while ago, said something about having sensed a powerful relic. Wait, she's not here? Oh man, that is some really lousy timing. Did something happen? Yeah, one of the great sealers recently sent something going seriously wonky with a powerful Qilin relic. They're thinking maybe that relic she dealt with before, the Jinguer, has gotten unsealed. You mean the thing that turned you into that Qitian Dasheng guy? That's not good. That relic had the power to create fiends and control people. Yeah, exactly, and if it's woken up, I don't have time to wait around for Master Xuanzang to come back, so... Are we sure it was a good idea for us to come here alone? Ah, it'll be fine. Besides, the Master's got Yulong with her, and he can sniff out all kinds of Qilin relics. If something's weird with the Jingu error, they'll sense it sooner or later, plus... Plus? Okay, I'm going to tell you a secret. It's the reason why the Jingu error produces fiends. Yeah, that is kind of weird, huh? I mean, what's even the point of that? Why would the Qilin even make it? Yeah, see, they didn't. Back in the day, the Jingu error was a relic with the power to seal fiends, not make them. It became what it is today when some ancient Qilin sealed a fiend inside it. What kind of fiend are we talking here? Must have been serious business if it had to be sealed away inside a relic. I don't know, but it's apparently something called Mei Hu Wang. And you believe this Mei Hu Wang may have something to do with the Jingu error seal being released? Don't know that either. It's basically unheard of for a seal to be broken on a relic. It sounds like we won't know what's going on until we see for ourselves, so let's find the cave where the Jingu error is sealed. Alright. This looks like a cave. Spooky. That is the Jingu error, yes? I believe we... Wait, something's weird. What is it? The Jingu error used to give off a ton of power, but now I'm getting nothing. It's almost like the power is drained. I didn't know that was even a thing that could... Whoa! What is it, Luca? I heard a voice from further inside. Alright, we got generic fiends. Oh, we got somebody else too. Stay back. Anime slash. Are you okay? Yes, thank you. If I may, who are you? That's such a good question. I was going to ask you. I thought this cave was only used by sealer types and whatnot. So what are you doing here? I don't know. I can't remember. You have lost your memory? Yes, I woke up and I was here in this cave. Beyond that, nothing. Even your name? My name? Yes, I think I recall. It's Mei Hu Wang. Mei Hu Wang? Wait, ain't that the name of the terrible fiend Wukong just told us about? What? Oh my gosh. It's a squirrel. Yes, he seems to have wandered in here. He was attacked by a fiend, and I tried to step in and help. Alas, I ended up being attacked myself. Where are you going, squirrel? The exit, I imagine. These fiends of yours seem to be gone, so he likely think it's safe to venture out once more. Well, that's good. Okay, what's going on here? I've never heard of a fiend that protects other living creatures. Yes, Mei Hu Wang, this cave seems dangerous, so maybe we should all get out of here. Would you come with us? I'm honored by your offer. Thank you. Is this a wise course of action, Highness? If this creature truly is Mei Hu Wang, he may be attempting to deceive us. If he wanted to trick us, he would have made up a false name in the first place. Besides, we just can't leave him here. Look, whatever we do, let's do it fast. The miasma is rolling in thick and heavy, which means fiends are gonna follow. Just let me grab the Jinguer first. Maybe Master Xuanzang can take a look at it and figure out what's going on. Sounds like a plan. Now, let's move. Well, pretty fun start to the story. I mean, we have some interesting new characters. Obviously, Squirrel, big highlight there. But I want to say I apologize for any of my mispronunciation. I'm going to try to do my best, but my Chinese is not good, so it's probably going to be pretty bad. Okay. Well, this is one of my favorite arenas also. This is used for some of the Void Shroom fights. And I wish I would see this more often in like endgame. Like, look at this. This is nice. I recently mentioned in my video about the Ascent to Eminence event that I liked the Ascent to Fortune map with the beach. I think actually, ooh, a lot of lag there. Wow. Okay, the game is like freezing up on me. That's weird. Maybe this is why they don't use this map. So I have Wukong on my team already. I presume you get him after playing the prologue, and I added him to my team so I can boost my friendship so I can keep him permanently. That's something you always want to do with these raids. And there's even Endeavor bonuses. If you can befriend him this first day of the event, you're going to get a summoning ticket. So I tend to do that. Let's read the next chapter. Glad we made it out of that place. Still, are we sure it's a good idea to be taking the Fiend guy with us? He doesn't seem like a bad guy. Plus, we don't know for sure that he's a Fiend, right? I surveyed the flow of mana, and he is definitely not a normal human, Chillin, or any other race I've encountered. The mysteries continue to mount. Could there possibly be such a thing as a kind-hearted Fiend? It's a strange case, for sure. Hey, speaking of the maybe devil, where did he and Wukong go? You're right, they're gone. Oh, squirrel? Squirrel coming back? 3 squirrels? Their squeak is so cute. Ah, there you are. Were you able to safely reunite with your friends? This guy said he was Mei Hu Wang, but he actually seems pretty decent. Plus... Hey, so have we met before? If so, I don't recall it. I'm sorry. Oh, right, your memory. Do you recall meeting me? I feel like I have, but I can't say that with any kind of complete positivity. I see. Do you think perhaps I truly am a fiend, as your friends suspect? Did I hurt living beings like the creature that attacked me? Don't worry about it. Even if you are some kind of fiend, that's not a problem as long as you're a good guy. I wonder, but thank you regardless. Oh hey, I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Wukong and I'm a rookie sealer out on a solo journey of training. It is good to meet you, Wukong, and quite impressive that one so small as yourself is traveling alone. Yeah, I've been all over, Taiwu, Alberia, even the Northern Lands. Casual reference to the Northern Lands? You must have seen a great many things. You interested in foreign lands? Not especially, it's merely that you're so different from myself. I don't have memories, you see, I don't have, well, anything. Oh. Hey, you know what? Come with me. What? You're gonna be my travel buddy. If you don't have any memories, then it's time to go on a journey and make some yourself. I traveled the world with my own master, which is what made me who I am now. I mean, even if we just kill some time while waiting for your memory to return, it'll still be fun on a bun. It might be at that. Yeah, it's settled then. Oh, now I see. So that's Mei Hu Wang. Hey, the heck are you guys doing? Wait a second, you're... Ooh. These don't look like generic characters. Long time no see, Wukong. Yes. You appear to have become a bit more able in the many years since our paths have crossed. Wukong! Are you alright? Who are these men? Zubajier and... Zubajier... that doesn't sound like I'm saying that at all right, but that wouldn't be unusual for this. And then Sha Wuzheng. They're old acquaintances of Master Xuanzang. Well, more like uninvited hangers-on than acquaintances, I guess. She always said non-sealers shouldn't get involved with Qilin relics, but these two just refuse to take the very obvious hint. They keep following her around no matter where she goes and ranting about owing her a debt for something or other. Wahaha! It's like the wife always says, leave no debt unpaid. I do what's right. That's my code. Kinda like this guy's design. It actually calls him a hanger-on. That's like his epithet. Code? Right. Such things have fallen out of fashion in these times, old friend. I have little interest in repaying favors. Instead, I seek to probe the deepest secrets of the Qilin relics. Additional hanger-on? Ah, you two are just so you. But more to the point, what are you doing here and why are you attacking poor Mei Huang? We came on Master Xuanzang's orders. Oh, come on, she'd never order you to just show up and attack somebody. Yeah, but she did tell us, and I quote, we can't simply leave Mei Huang be, which is clearly a nice way of saying, give him the old dirt nap, will ya? That is not what that means at all. I'm loving the maturity that we're getting out of Wukong right now. Like, you can tell he's aged a bit, he's matured a bit. He's providing this, this buddy role now that Luca once provided for him. Yeah, but she did tell us, and I quote, wait, this is exactly what we just read. Okay, this is also what we read. Wait, so are you saying this guy is the fiend that was sealed in the Jingu Air? Look, I don't know the details other than he's a fiend and we're gonna crush him. Got it? Good. Let's get to work. But you don't even know what he's like. Fiend or not, Mei Huang is a decent person. He's not going to do anything bad. Wukong, you... I'm all about giving fiends the boot, but I think this is different. A fiend who don't put the hurt on nobody sounds nuts to your old buddy Ronzel, but if you say this guy's the real deal, I'm willing to take your word for it. Our decision is made. If you want Mei Huang, you'll have to go through all of us to get him. Laughter. What do you find so amusing, sir? Oh, I just love it when two worlds collide. Now let's see what you got. What an attack! I barely stopped it! Nice, Wukong. Real nice. You've grown a lot if you can block my attacks now. Two sets of unyielding moral codes clashing is just what makes for a good fight. I have to agree with that. That's a pretty good way of summing up a good fight. Oh crap, I forgot how much Zubaxie loves to brawl. Hold strong, Wukong. We're coming. Yes. I'm afraid we can't be having any of that. If you seek to dissuade me, sir, then I shall grant you no quarter. Ha? Yes, but do watch yourself. I am Taiwu's foremost weapon engineer and have numerous items of my own design secreted on my person. If your blade so much as gently caresses my sleeve, you will find yourself in a world of hurt. Behold. Uh-oh. What is the smoke? I can't move. Ah, you've triggered a good one. Yes, this little beauty is a weapon I call Poison Feather Mist. Where is Silas when you need him? I fear you and all your allies will find it quite difficult to move for a little while. Oh, but don't worry about me. I've spent years building up an immunity to this toxin. So you have stuff like this all over your body all the time? That's dirty pool, man. I call foul. Huh? Never heard that expression. As the Taiwu Codex of War says, always be ready with the tool of war. Codex of War, that's... okay, that's a reference. Everyone, hang on! Best keep your mind on the fight right in front of you, kiddo. Wukong, are you alright? Run, Mei Huang, run! I have a feeling he's going to unleash his fiend powers here. I'm afraid I cannot do that. Stop and think about this, Wukong. If this guy is as harmless as you say, why was he sealed away in the first place? There are only two options here. Either he really doesn't remember all the terrible stuff he did, or he does, and he's just trying to trick you. What's that black mist? Behind you, look out! Huh? Please, don't tell me you're going to fall for that hoary old trick. Come on now, if you're going to try tricks, you can do a better job than that. Thanks for trying, Mei Huang, but I don't need tricks to beat these clowns. Do the others not even see it? But I'm sure there's something there. Uh-oh. Fiends. Oh, this is bad. Okay, where'd you come from? Look out! Ugh. You took the hit for me? Well, without the element of surprise, a single fiend's no sweat. Hey, why'd you help me anyway? Wukong said you were one of his comrades. Well, I thought all these folks were nuts when they kept talking about you being nice, but maybe they were right. I've never heard of a fiend who concerned itself with protecting a life, and yet that seems to be what we have here. Great, then we're agreed. The wife always says not to repay a good deed with a bad one. This is his catchphrase, isn't it? That said, the real problem's gonna be Xuan Sang. She's stubborn. Oh, it's fine. Once she gets to know Mei Huang, I'm sure she'll understand. Unfortunately, that will not come to pass. Is this gonna be her? Yep. Even if he does possess a kind heart, I must defeat Mei Huang. Her outfit, though, it looks so good. New outfit. Wukong's master. I wonder who his new master is, though, right? He said he had a new master at the beginning. Xuan Sang? Alright. Surprise appearance, and now we're already in episode 3. We're already quite a ways into this. This is about how much story content you get out of these raid events. Like, half an hour to an hour, so... Even if he does possess a kind heart, I must defeat Mei Huang. Xuan Sang. Master, no matter what our duty demands, I can't believe you just seal someone away who's not doing any harm. I understand your feelings, Wukong, but you do not know the full story. Mei Huang, in truth, is a fiend who once razed an entire ancient Qilin city to the ground in a single night. I did what? It begot... I don't know this either. I've never seen this used in this fashion, so it beggars belief to think a civilization as advanced as the ancient Qilin could lose one of their own cities in the night. And yet it happened, so imagine what would occur if such a thing took place now. We could lose not just a city, but an entire kingdom. No, how could he have done that? Do you know why the Zhengu'er had the ability to produce fiends? Let me guess, because somebody crammed Mei Huang inside it? You are half correct. However, merely sealing a fiend inside a relic is not enough to alter its basic nature. The power to create fiends belongs to Mei Huang himself. Merely by being in this world, he continuously and infinitely brings them into existence. I see. So the fiend that assaulted Zhu Bajie and myself just now was created by Wukong's buddy. So that's how it is, eh? It's just like his wife always says. I made that fiend? Do you truly remember nothing? Perhaps you lost your memory due to your long imprisonment, or maybe it is the only part of you that remains sealed. Although in the end, it matters not. You, Mei Huang, can never coexist with the mortal races. Oh man, this is intense. Hand over the Zhengu'er to me, Wukong. We shall seal Mei Huang within it. I can't. Wukong? I don't care why you think this is right. If he summons fiends, then I'll just defeat him as soon as they pop out. I feared your reaction to this Oh. Hello?
I don't understand. I feared your reaction to...
Well, this was not intentional. How do I get Dragalia back? Okay, well, I don't even want to say who that was because I'm afraid that they'll pop back up. AI has gone too far. The AI improvements were too good in this game. But let's keep reading. Hear me well, Wukong. Even if we can defeat them now, Mei Huang's fiends will grow in strength. Eventually, he will make one we cannot prevail against. No way, I'll just take them all out, because Mei Huang is my friend. Let me be very clear in my understanding of the situation. You will not give me the Jingu Air, and you will not let me seal Mei Huang? Do I hear you well? You sure do. We Chillin made you a full-fledged sealer, Wukong. Perhaps that was an error. Her sternness here, I think people are gonna like it. I can't believe you'd say that, but fine. If you have doubts now, I'll show you how wrong you are. O power universal, take flight, O cloud, be as the wind and race through the air. O power universal? Wah! What was that? Behold, Shihei, Xuansong's newest relic. It affords the power to control light itself. Is it not wonderful? You cannot win this fight, Wukong. Now do as I command and hand over the Jingu Air. Over my dead body. Oh, Wukong. Very well, it seems I have no choice but to make you concede through force. Are we gonna fight her? Would you really? She's not the kind of person to make idle threats, Wukong. I think she really means to do this. And in that case, we'll fight together. We'll stop Xuansang and make her listen to what we have to say. Sounds like a plan to me. Is he joining our side? Or are they fighting us? Okay, they're fighting us. But he's excited. Oh, no, they are. But I thought you owed her a debt. It's music. I do, but if we have to twist our principles, that's no longer paying back a debt, that's a forced obligation. It's like the wife always says, and not out of duty but decency. I must admit, my engineering brain has a very intense interest in what this Jingu Air can do. Very well, if I must force all of you to yield to my power, that is what I will do. Wukong, The student versus the master. Don't worry about it, this is just a misunderstanding and I'm going to clear it up right here and now. Whatever you may be, we can't take the chance of an innocent creature being sealed away. Everyone, Xuansang is powerful, so get ready for a true fight. Right. So I guess we're getting to the boss battle. Let's go. Okay, this story took a turn for the better. I don't know what the banner is going to look like on this, but I see 3 very obvious candidates. I still thought we might get a Gala banner, but it doesn't seem like that now. Since we're already pretty far along here in this video, let's go ahead and auto battle through this, even though I do want to eventually take the time to kind of get to see Xuansang's moves. Yo, what weapon? Is she still wielding a lance? Okay, I take it back. Let's walk around a little bit. Let's see what she does. And then we'll... That is a wand. That is just a straight up wand. So light wand, huh? Very interesting. That was sadly a very quick battle, but maybe it'll be available on an Omega difficulty type scale later on. Let us continue. Defying Xuansang Beginner. We got our first raid boost. We got our first Otherworld fragments. Oh yeah, so where is the Otherworld going to come into play in this? Man, I feel like we're barely scratching the surface of the story here. Episode 4, Mei Huang Awakens. This might be it. Is he gonna get his memories back? Oh, that Shihei thingy is no joke. It would be dangerous to use Shihei's power any further, but I cannot give up. I understand your desire to be kind in this matter. Truly I do, but I simply cannot allow it be. It is the duty of a sealer to handle Chillin relics and seal away danger. Duty is no excuse to hurt someone who's done nothing wrong. Unless doing so means averting many potential crises in the future. And I can do naught but give every ounce of myself to fulfilling my mission. Huh? Well, this is not good. I fear the Master intends to unleash the entirety of Shihei's considerable power. Yeah, she's done playing games, so what's the plan? Alright, Master, if you're gonna try to seal my friend up no matter what, then you leave me no choice. Wukong, wait! What are you doing with the Jingu Air? Making it so she can't seal Mei Huang no matter what she does. Ha! Oh no. You broke the thing? Can you do that? He broke it? You fool! That was a precious relic! Wrought and wrangled from the marvels of Chillin's engineering prowess, and now it's... Well, Master, what now? You can't seal Mei Huang away, so what are you gonna do? You child, you feckless, impossible child! She's mad. She's mad, though. What's this black aura? It's gushing up from the Jingu Air. Mei Huang? What's wrong, Cleo? He looks to be in pain. Hey, you okay, buddy? You got really... Stay back! What? That black... whatever it is, heading right for Mei Huang. Ah! No. What's happening? Stay back, all of you. Do not approach. Buddy, you okay? Yes, because of your actions. I remember now. I remember everything. What? Watch out! Everybody down! Oh my goodness. We've never had that type of explosion effect in Dragalia Lost. This guy's on a whole nother level of power. Are you alright? Yes, but I just felt an incredible power pass overhead. We saw it, Cleo. We saw that. The mountain! It's completely gone. Alright. Bad guy laugh. Oh. Yes. Yes. I have returned to this world overflowing with power. He just went Super Saiyan, y'all. Oh, Mei Huang, is that you? What's with your body? It's all thanks to you, Wukong. Because you released the last bit of my remaining power from the Jingu Air, I have returned to my original form. Your original form? Yes. All has been restored. I remember everything, every memory of wanting to wipe all of you foul, mewling mortals from the face of this earth. No, what the heck's gotten into you? Stand back, Wukong. But Master, I recognize that you have fostered a bond of sorts with Mei Huang. However, this occurred during a period in which he lacked his true memories. With his memory returned, he is another beast entirely. You must accept that the soul you thought you knew is gone. No. She's right, Wukong. You need to stay back. Don't tell me you're gonna fight him now. You saw what he did, how strong he is. If we don't stop him now, we could rain destruction down on everything. Don't worry, my man. We're just gonna tire him out so he can't fight anymore. I don't... Truce, Xuanzang? Or can we at least put our differences aside until we stop this greater threat? I welcome your aid, for I will not be able to keep his power in check by myself now that he's unchained. Are you deciding which of you dies first? I assure you, it is a meaningless question, for you will all die now. Get ready, everyone. Alright, well, I guess we're not going to fight him in the other world. What? Raid battle? So we're spinning otherworld fragments? This is not canon. Okay, let's just do our solo play here. This is a nice trick to do solo play in raids. You can just begin the quest. You don't actually have to wait for somebody to join your room, unlike in other co-op play in the rest of the game. But we still get to spend wings. So by doing it this way, or by hosting, we can set to whether we want to see the intro. And I definitely want to see it. Hear that music too. Alright. I expect him to be kind of a reskin of Qitian Dasheng, but he's obviously very tall. Well, I guess it's because we weren't zoomed out. And he has a tail instead of the pole staff. Oh, right, this is beginner, so we didn't really get to see a whole lot or hear the music that much. Well, that was quick. And he's Shadow Element because Wukong is Light Element, so maybe on this banner we're gonna get the light version of Xuan saying, "Yo, raid boost first try? Okay, I'll take it." And maybe the other two characters will be different elements. That would be fun. But there's still an off chance of a gala, just with nothing having been previewed. Alright, I think we're probably finally at the last episode here before we unlock the raid properly. So let's see what the story ends with. No, I am not yet finished. He clearly has no intention of surrendering quietly. And he ain't pulling any punches either. He really wants to see us dead. There is no other option. Okay, so is she gonna do the otherworld business? Master, why are you picking up the Jingu Air there? Though damaged, it can still be used. You're gonna seal him in it? Forgive me, Wukong, it must be done. O power universal crown of heaven, take form thy halo and see evil bound. I know this relic. It is that hateful piece of trash that entrapped me before. This is unforgivable. You mortals are not but skittering selfish insects. He really doesn't like mortals. Mei Hu Wang? I thought fiends were mortal too. I didn't realize they were immortal. Is it done? Yes, Mei Hu Wang has been sealed inside the Jingu Air. I will apply a more powerful seal and return it safely to the cave once more. Remember your duty, Wukong. Remember the path you have chosen. No matter what may come, you must see your duty done. It took some time to mend the broken Jingu Air, but the seal is now complete once more. Then it seems this adventure is over, though I wish we had seen it through to a more pleasant conclusion. Wukong, you gonna try and comfort him? No, I have no right to do so. I have taken his friend from him. And if it leads to his hating me, well, what's done is done. Heavy. That's so? It was heavy. Oh, this music. Hey there, Wukong. Can't remember the last time I saw you looking this low. What do you want? Just wondering if you hate her now. Why would you think that? I'm the one who was wrong. What? For making friends? No, it's not that. I mean, Mei Hu Wang from before was a decent guy. My actions are what was wrong. Mei Hu Wang transformed because I broke the Jingu Air. But I'm also wrong because of what I thought. The moment Mei Hu Wang attacked us, I saw how dangerous he was and realized that maybe he should be sealed away. Some friend I am, right? I'm a crappy sealer and a crappy friend, and I don't have the right to be mad at anybody but myself. I just have to accept whatever happens and I don't know, move on, I guess. If I had a gold piece for every time the two of you threw up your hands and said you just had to accept something, I could buy some sense for both of you. Listen, kiddo, you keep talking about how all of this is inevitable, but it ain't. What are you talking about? I mean, take Sha Wujing over there. I will thank you to leave me out of your hypotheticals while I'm trying to discern the deepest secrets of the Jingu Air. As you know, Sha Wujing is, well, he's a very specific guy. Heh, he sure is. But what you may not know is that back when I was commanding an army in Taiwu, he sold us out and defected. And then he took those weapons he loves so much and tried to kill me with them. Lots of times, actually. Which weapons are we talking about here? The bone tank? Perhaps the obstruction armament? Oh, but I did do some of my finest work during that time. See what I'm talking about? Even though the two of us had once been on the same side and known each other for a good stretch, this guy didn't give one lick about the horrors he put me through. If one is not prepared to be hated, then one should select a career other than weapon development. True words. Weapons are the ruler by which the power of a civilization is measured. I lived on the cutting edge of tech and had responsibility for all of Taiwu thrust upon me. What? What is this meta commentary here? This is very interesting. Compared with the progress of culture and civilization, what happens to Zhu Baxie is a trifling matter, is it not? The heavens only know I am doomed to be shackled with this guy, but look, Wukong, this ain't the time to throw up your hands and talk about how there's nothing you can do. You only get to do that once you know you've tried absolutely everything and are sure you can move on without regret. Without regret, huh? So maybe there still are some things I can do. See, that's exactly what I'm saying. Oh, and while we're at it, the same piece of advice applies to Xuanzang. If she's got time to blame herself, she's got time to get out there and try something else. And if you make a big old mess of things, that's when you can let out a sigh and say you're powerless. At least that's what my wife says anyway. I knew it was coming. Zhu Baxie. Gosh, that sounds like such a wrong pronunciation, more so than my other wrong pronunciations, that I feel like I'm really butchering this one in particular, but they probably all are, so how about it? You feeling pumped? Ready to give it another go? Yeah, I am. I still have things to say to both Xuanzang and Mei Huang. So first, I'm gonna try talking to my master one more time. Okay, so maybe episode 5 isn't the last episode. It is rare indeed to see a man who insists on forcing his own way all the time attempt to build bridges between others. I ain't building bridges, I'm just doing what's right. I suppose something needed to be done. If Wukong had stayed in that state, Master Xuanzang would remain depressed and Mei Huang's fate would be sealed. Exactly. Anyway, did you hear Wukong say he wanted to talk with Mei Huang? Mei Huang saved me, so I owe him. Guess it's time I start paying it back. I assume you have a plan? Yup, Mei Huang woke up when he absorbed the evil power that came out of the Jenguer, yes? So we just gotta give him and his friend and his fiend buddies the beatdown and purge that dark power he's got. That ought to give Wukong enough time to chat him up. An even sloppier strategy than I first anticipated. Oh, but you do never fail to impress, old friend. I take it you're out then? Oh, I am most definitely in. Sadly, this is likely my last chance at unraveling the secrets of the Jenguer. Hey, whatever gets you through the day. Now let's roll! Oh man, this is a long story. They make these stories too long for one video. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? This is getting to the point of like my chapter 13, which was an hour and a half. We're only half that time now, but I am very impressed with the story so far, honestly. I feel emotionally invested, I feel moved. There's a Bildungsroman aspect with Wukong, the coming of age. The only thing I would say is I feel like it's very unfortunate that I don't have a lot of exposure to the source material for this, and I've made a few Dragon Ball references in this video because that is literally my only reference point for Journey to the West, which is a shame. I think it's, at least when I was in school, it was not like part of our common curriculum, which is odd, considering, I think, considering its universal, I guess, ubiquity in the world. So anyway, well, we kicked some butt and made our way to the Jenguer, but I'm not really sure how to handle this seal business. Wait, you mean you came all this way without a method to actually complete the most important part of your plan? Oh, but you are a foolish old warhorse. Yes, well, step aside. If I follow the sealing procedure in reverse, I should be able to undo it easily enough. You know who he kind of reminds me of? At this rate, he's gonna learn enough about Chillin' Relics to become a sealer himself. Xiao Wujing kind of reminds me of... I used to watch and read Bleach before it ended, and I'd never watched it at the end, but I read it until the end, which, I don't know about all the Aizen stuff and whatnot in the late part of the show, but there was a character that was like the mad scientist character that was one of the people. I don't know what the people were called anymore. I'd have no nomenclature for that series, which is so sad. But there was this like mad scientist with a mask, and he kind of was like a puppet master guy, and then he had like a robot woman that worked for him. This guy reminds me of that person, but I don't know if anybody will know what I'm talking about. Apologies for the delay. I believe I have largely removed the seal. Now, let's see what happens, shall we? Here we go. This is what I was waiting to see. Other worlds. Action. It's gotta happen. It's a raid. And here comes the fiends, as expected. Mei Huang should also awaken before long. Right then, let's handle the fiend situation before he does and make sure his power is nice and spent. Master. Yes, what is it? Why does Mei Huang hate mortals so much? It's not just because he's a fiend, is it? He made it sound like there's something more to it. Very well, I suppose you deserve to know after everything that has occurred. Mei Huang was originally a gentle fiend that did not attack people. There were few among the ancient Qilin who did not interact with him, or at least to some extent. So he started out good? His is an exceedingly uncommon case. One might even call him a mutant of sorts. Unfortunately, he had an ability to produce fiends, whether he wanted to or not, and slowly but surely those fiends began to claim lives. Gradually, even those Qilin who he knew came to shun and revile him. Finally, faced with the choice of people meeting their extinction or sealing away Mei Huang, there were none left who cared enough to protect him. He was forsaken by his companions and sealed alone inside the Jinguer. Sealed alone? Just for once, Oh. What is it, Wukong? I knew I recognized him from somewhere. When I was fooling around with the Jinguer that one time and it ended up taking me over, I heard his voice. All he wanted was a chance to be with someone again. Mei Huang said that? Master, I want to be that person. Absurdities piled up to the sky. A fiend will not coexist with a person. It simply is not done. Yeah, well, humans aren't supposed to become sealers, but you didn't let anyone tell you what to do when it came to me. I became a sealer because you believed that I could. Believe it. And yeah, it was hard, but I stuck with it because you had faith in me. I want to do the same for Mei Huang. And to think you were a mere child so recently. When did you grow enough to have thoughts so worthy of praise? Well, if this is the path you will walk, there may be but one way to deal with Mei Huang without sealing. Tell me. However, it is terribly dangerous and I cannot guarantee your safety. I'm willing to risk it for a friend. Well, of course this wouldn't go according to plan. These fiends are supposed to stop coming out at some point. I placed the blame at the feet of the fool who concocted this cockamamie plot. Who was that again? Hey, you went along with it. Why are there so many fiends here? I thought the Jinguer was sealed. Yeah, sorry about that. We sort of popped the seal back open. I just want to say I appreciate that Yuden has not really been part of the story. Without consulting Chuan Tseng, are you mad? Well, it appears someone missed me more than they let on. Oh, I didn't miss you at all, pal, but I know someone who did, and he wants to talk. Talk? Talk? Oh, but you people have always been so exceedingly worthless. The Qilin of old were the same, always believing we could all be just ever such great friends. But when fiends ravaged their city, their true colors were revealed, fear ruled the day, and they picked me up and sealed me away. It was then that I swore to one day give them the destruction they so feared. Mei Huang! Good, Wukong, good! Now you too can see the power of the dark that has been burning inside me for so long. That's not going to happen. Sha Wujing, give me the Jinguer! Me? I don't have it. Why, it must be... Oh, very well, here. Are you planning to seal me inside that thing once again? You, a boy who is barely a sealer? No, I'm gonna do this! Yes? Alright. Don't wear the thing! This is the proof of Wukong's resolve. It is the way he has chosen for himself, the way of belief in Mei Hu Wang. I don't understand. With the Jengu Heir as an intermediary, he will attempt to use the power of his own heart to seal Mei Hu Wang. If he succeeds, Mei Hu Wang will no longer be bound to the Jengu Heir. However, this is a dangerous gamble. If it fails, his life will be forfeit. How can you permit him to do something so dangerous? Because I've come to believe in him, and in what he believes in. This is so shonen right now. What do you think you're doing, boy? I told you, we were gonna be travel buddies, remember? And if you come with me, I'll show you everything the world has to offer. Don't lie to me. A human like you could never understand one such as me. Not this time. Thanks. He is still too powerful to be sealed. Then this is where we come in. We'll fight him and weaken him until he sees the sense in Wukong's plan. Then let's save him from the darkness. On my mark, everyone. Come on. Okay, that's gotta be it until the epilogue. That was really fun. This video is really long at this point, but I guess maybe if people like this, I'm willing to do this type of deep dive under an hour for new raid events to read the story for the first time. I honestly got kind of emotional reading the story. It gave me so much nostalgia for stories of my childhood, and I mentioned this feeling like such a shonen type story with the themes there. And yeah, I like Wukong a lot more now. I liked him last time, I liked his relationship with Luca, but this story was really, really fun. I'm pretty impressed with this. Hopefully the raid gameplay is good as well. Now, all we're going to do is just check whether Nightmare is available today. That is kind of the last thing I want to do to close out this video, show a small amount of gameplay here, but nothing too high level, high difficulty. But I do just want to see if it is around, because if that is around, you want to make sure you're doing it as soon as it's available every day. On my raid guide video for Loyalty's Requiem, I did have a couple of things that I wanted to try clarify around. One of them is that to unlock Nightmare, you do need to have played Expert and gotten an EX raid, and you have to clear the EX raid to even see Nightmare. So do keep that in mind, that some players who might not be getting as many silvers or bronze, part of the way that you catch up on those for the emblem list is by playing your daily Nightmare raid, because you get a daily grand bounty with 100 to 200 silver emblems and 100 to 200 bronze emblems. And this raid looks like it's like 2 weeks long, so whenever Nightmare starts, that's going to mean you could easily, just by doing the dailies off that, you can easily get to a point where you have at least 1,000 of both bronze and silver. And so maybe you want to go all the way to 2,000, you have to do a little bit more grinding depending on your RNG, but at a minimum, you should be good if you do that. Oh, I guess we don't have a lot of raid boosts, so yeah, this is actually going to take a little bit longer. I'm surprised with this Expert taking this long, but we actually get to see some of the mechanics, which is kind of nice. I wonder what that thing is that's charging around him. Oh, you have to destroy it 2 times? Is that what it is? And he does cause poison, but I have poison resistance. It's just that I don't have any Wukong's convictions yet. So my Wukong doesn't have... So my Wukong doesn't have full poison res just yet. He can't even 4-strike, because he's not... He doesn't even have 1 mana node. Let's Dragon and heal up, and then we'll be done with this pretty soon. After this, we'll check out EX, and then we'll look at what Nightmare is like, or if it's available. And of course, the other thing that's going to happen here is... oh, that got dangerous. There's eventually going to be an Omega raid, and I'm sure that you could do the Omega solo now, or at least as soon as Nightmare becomes available, if that's a prerequisite to unlocking it. But I always just pace that out because the Omega co-op's not available immediately anyway. So if you plan around this event lasting a couple of weeks, you shouldn't feel like you have to over-farm right away. Alright, we get our Otherworld gem for our first clear, and even got an extra one as a cherry on top. I'm going to keep doing enough clears with Wukong today to make sure I max his friendship and get that extra summoning ticket, but let's do the EX one. This one we'll try doing quick play. Hopefully we can find a room fairly quickly, but I'll try to give a few more thoughts on the story. Like I was kind of getting into, it's a little sad to me that Journey to the West, I have no prior exposure to it, and maybe it's an opportunity for me to broaden my horizons and sort of widen my knowledge base and maybe learn a little bit more about that. But I think the really cool thing about a raid like this is that you do get exposed to things that you are not familiar with, the source material. And even though there's obviously a lot of differences, I still think it's pretty cool, and Dragalia has a very diverse audience as well, with lots of official languages supported. So I think that this will hit differently for different parts of the player base, and that's a pretty nice thing. Okay, so weak points spawn pretty quickly, and it looks like you are incentivized to destroy them. It almost seemed like we couldn't hit him while those were up. Oh, well, that didn't work out. I was saying I'm just going to go for the tail, since usually you want to break raid parts. Player 3 has left due to inactivity. These red chaser things are kind of annoying, but I can dodge the rolling now, so I suppose I should try to take that into consideration. I do like how Wukong's first skill gets bigger as you use it via skill shift. Alright, so only player 3 had somebody die, and they left due to inactivity. So we were able to get our EX clear. Surprisingly took a while. This is unusual for raid events, and kind of nice. I assume it's not highly tuned. The other thing you have to keep in mind here is my team has all event worm prints for the Dream Big Under the Big Top, because that is where I plan to go with my light team to farm up Wukong's friendship after this video. But it does look like Nightmare is not available until the 31st, so we have some time to wait on that. That means that we'll probably have the banner and lots of other goodies and information before then. So I'm going to accept some of these rewards, but things like the Blazons, with this being a long event, and the dailies wanting you to collect 300 Blazons, I'm honestly going to leave endeavors like this unclaimed until I need them on a later day when I don't need to grind out the event because I have the emblem rewards, but I still need to have a certain minimum number of Blazons. So what I will do is probably just play 1 or 2 more Expert or EX battles in order to get this up to 300. Then I'm going to play in the event compendium Dream Big Under the Big Top until I max friendship with Wukong. And otherwise, I'm going to take it slow and not necessarily accept the Blazon ones here so that I can pace myself, and by the time this raid ends toward the middle of June, I will be done with everything. But that was my first look at Timeworn Torment, everyone, and that is going to do it for this video. I'd love to hear what you think about the raid in the comments below, and let me know how you feel about this type of longer video. We obviously spent a lot of time reading the story, and even because I'm just reading over it, it doesn't mean... it means there's not as much time for impressions. So if you'd prefer that in future raids I go back to a more short format where I make a video right after I finish the story, definitely let me know if that's what you'd prefer, because I'm totally open to that, but want to try this out today. As I said before though, that is going to do it for today. So thank you as always for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.